Bonds or bond funds? Two popular ways to invest your money in 2026. One big question: which option actually fits your style? On the left, classic individual bonds, known for fixed income and principal guarantee. And on the right, bond funds, offering diversified access to the world of fixed income. Let's skip the jargon and look at what's behind the labels. Each key category earns points. At the end, you'll see which investment comes out on top. The answer might surprise you. So first, let's map out what we're going to compare, just so you know what's coming up. We're looking at principal guarantee, diversification, costs and fees, income predictability, liquidity and ease, and, hang on, how they each perform when interest rates bounce around. Got all that? Cool. Let's get started. Okay, first up, principal guarantee. This one's pretty straightforward. If you buy an individual bond and hold it till maturity, you get your money back at par value, right? It's predictable. Like, unless something wild happens, you know exactly what you're getting. Prices can waffle around if you sell early, but hey, if you stick it out, it's all good. Bond funds, though, not the same story. They don't have a maturity date, and their NAV is constantly on the move, so you're never totally sure what you'll cash out with. Winner here is no doubt bonds. Moving on to diversification. With individual bonds, you've got control, like total control. You pick your bonds so your portfolio looks exactly how you want it. Downside? You need a decent chunk of cash to get any real spread. Otherwise, you're stuck holding just a few names. Bond funds, though? Oh, and here's something cool. You get exposure to loads of different bonds right away, and it doesn't take a huge investment. It's just way easier, especially for beginners. Sure, you lose some control, but for most people, that's a trade-off worth making. Bond funds win this round. Now, costs and fees. When you buy individual bonds, it's basically a one and done. You pay a commission, and that's it. No sneaky annual fees nibbling away at your returns. You might need a broker, which can be kind of a pain, but in terms of actual long-term savings, bonds are kind of like a budget-friendly meal deal. Bond funds, they do give you access to lower institutional pricing on bonds. And that sounds nice until you remember those ongoing management fees. They aren't huge, but over, say, 5 or 10 years, yeah, they'll eat a noticeable chunk. Bonds grab the win for costs here. Hey, quick fun fact. Did you know that bond funds, literally take the fixed out of fixed income since they have no maturity date? Wild, right? That's something most folks miss. Let's talk about income predictability. Pop quiz. Which do you think gives you a fixed payment? If you said individual bonds, gold star. They pay semi-annual coupons that you can literally pencil into your calendar until maturity. Super easy for planning. Only catch is, if rates jump after you buy, then, oof, there's opportunity cost. Bond funds do pay out monthly, which is kind of nice for regular cash flow, but those amounts bounce around and you don't get a fixed coupon. So for steady, predictable income, bonds take this one. Here's where things flip a bit. Liquidity and ease. Individual bonds, honestly, they're a bit old school. Buying or selling in small amounts, kind of tricky. Feels like you need a decoder ring sometimes. Bond funds, though, are modern. Just as easy to trade as stocks. Super high liquidity. You can move in and out with a click. The only bummer? The value, NAV, can swing, so you got to keep an eye on it. But for convenience and access, the winner is bond funds. Last major thing. Performance when interest rates change. Individual bonds are simple to figure out. If you hold them to maturity, you avoid those ugly losses when rates climb. But you might wish you had juicier yields if rates jump after you buy. Bond funds are a bit more dynamic. Managers can adjust to new rates, swap things around. But honestly, when rates go up, that NAV is probably taking a hit. So here, it's a tie. Both have their quirks. Zooming out, if you mapped it all out visually, you'd see bonds really shine for predictability and low fees, while bond funds totally dominate in flexibility and diversification. That performance axis? Still anyone's game. So what's the takeaway? If you crave predictability and want to keep those fees low, individual bonds are your best friend. But if you want quick access, super easy trading, and diversification without a big upfront cost, bond funds absolutely make sense. It's all about matching your style. Ready to invest wisely? Take a pause. Think about your financial goals and pick the product that actually fits. No pressure, just smart choice.